Hey everybody, today I'm going to tell you why I sold my Fuji gear and what I moved to, and it's a real simple problem solution. The problem was Fuji's autofocus, and the solution for me was the Sony FX30. Let's get into it. So I'm no stranger to the Sony system. As a matter of fact, oh hey, in the former school district job, I had the Sony, the first full-frame mirrorless camera they came out with, but I hated how heavy the lenses were. I really thought I was in for a treat with this amazing hybrid mirrorless system, but the lenses were doggone heavy on that full-frame body. And I hated the menu system. And so in another school district, I had the Sony RX100 V, and that job provided me that camera because it had this amazing zoom range for classroom photos. You know, you could be at the back, at the side, and get these great photos. But again, I hated the menu system. And you know what? Times change and things don't stay the same, and Sony improved their menu system. And so with the Sony FX30, it's an all new menu system that I love. So let's talk about it. All right, so you ask yourself, why the switch? Well, number one, I know my purpose. My purpose is to create content, and I need a solid video camera. This is a huge shift for me. I have always been a freelance photographer, and that has been my purpose. But right now I need a great autofocus system. And so Sony is a great answer. Now here's the other thing that you may not know or think about, but for me, coming from Canon, I had always prioritized full frame. After shooting Fuji, I knew the power of a crop sensor. And actually at Canon, I shot the C70, and that's a Super 35 sensor. I loved it. It was an amazing camera. And so I knew going into this Sony system, the FX30, the crop sensor was not an issue for me. It was actually something that I could really step into and know the true value of. Let's talk about Sony's menu. In the past, I would have laughed, I would have been derisive about it. I had used it, like I said, on the first Sony full frame camera and the RX100 V. But now with the FX30, this menu is amazing. Like they went from a menu maze to a touchscreen paradise. I mean, that's really how I think about it. You just tap on what you want. It's easy to navigate. I love how they laid it out with the tabs on the side, and you can navigate over. The scroll wheel works great. I am a fan of the Sony menu system. That is something I never thought I'd say, but I'm a fan of the Sony. I will proclaim it from the rooftops. I'm a fan of the Sony menu system, the new one. So let me tell you about my current gear setup. I mean, my lenses and all that. So I have the Sony FX30. I have a cage with it, and I have three lenses. One is the 16mm Sigma, which you saw on the opening shot of this video. And then I have a Zeiss 135. It's a 2.8 lens. And that's sort of like an anomaly. I just picked it up used in Sammy's, and I thought I'd test it out, but I think it's gonna stick. It's got some beautiful aspects to that lens that I really like. Right here is the Sony 50 f1.8, I think. Now for video, what I love to set this up with is I have a wood side handle, a wood top handle. Both of these I bought for the Canon R5, and I just kept them when I sold that camera. And so I really love using these to help stabilize and hold the camera. And so I have a cage on it, these side handles. I use the DJI Mics 2, the wireless mics. And so it's a really good setup for video. But wait, there's more. So one of the things that offers more to me from this package is the ergonomics. Honestly, I was turned off when I saw the FX30. It just looks like a square box. I was like, what is it, a calculator? But it really feels good in the hand, especially with the wood side handle. And it's got this ergonomic, just kind of density to the form factor that I really like. And so the other thing that I like about it is it shoots still images. Yes, it's a cinema camera, but it shoots still images. And I took a couple of shots when I was looking at it in the camera store, and I was like, this is really, really a game changer for me. Looking at the cinema camera, but I also can capture stills on set. Now this may seem like not a big deal, but I love the recording lights, the tally lights. You know, the frame lights up red. There's a clear red bar on across the back. I love how visible it is to see that you're recording. I love that. So it's the hybrid nature of the camera. It captures stills. It's the compatibility with the cage. It's the recording lights. It's the ergonomics. All of that makes for a great experience. So here's the thing about the Sony FX30. Reliable autofocus, reliable eye tracking, smooth transitions when I move in and out of frame. We actually kind of tried to do that in this video just to demonstrate it. And these are amazing features that I was looking for that make this the camera for me. And above all, it's consistent. I can count on it. A couple of the extra features that you may not know is it has a clean image zoom, so you can actually punch in and get closer up to your image. It's like an optical zoom. So that's a great feature on this camera. Second is it really has streamlined video controls. Because it's built as a cinema camera, it really works well for video, and I am loving it. So with those streamlined controls, clean video interface, and that clear video zoom, it's a winner. So third time is the charm for Sony. Yes, third time is the charm. The full frame camera I first bought, the Sony RX100, I really didn't like them. This camera, I am loving it. The third time's the charm. They redid the menu. That interface is great. It is exceeding expectations paired with these lenses, the Zeiss 135, the Sony 50, and the Sigma 16mm. It is fantastic. So let me know what you think. I definitely haven't given up on Fuji, although I did sell all my gear. There's another video, I'll put a link to it up here, about me buying one more Fuji after I sold all my Fuji gear. Tell me what you love about the FX30. Tell me what tips and tricks I need to know that you can help me with. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.